we're on. Hey everyone, we got a new set of people here. Some soccer guys from Delaware. Going to introduce ourselves. In one corner, you got this old dude. Raymond, you want to introduce yourself, what you're doing, what you're going to be doing, and then we're going to go around and just hop in there and introduce yourself if you would.
Yeah, hi, I'm Raymond. I'm from Schiedam, the Netherlands. I'm coming over at the 10th of June to give some training course at Delaware, especially at Hayes High School.
And then we have someone else pop up here. Hey, Joe, you're up. Scotty, you're next.
Alrighty.
Hello, I'm Joe. I've played soccer since 3rd grade, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you and learning something new.
All right, Joe, you look a little bit shy there. We're not going to be shy here. So this dude was injured all last year, so he's really good on crutches. So we got to teach him to be good with the ball. All right, you're up next. Scotty, you're going. You're on.
Hi, I'm Scott. I've been playing soccer for about 12 years now. I really enjoy the sport. I play it in my free time whenever I can. I play it spring, fall, high school, and club. I really look forward to learning some new things this summer, and I'm really happy that we have this opportunity.
Good deal. Abraham, you're up.
I'm Abraham. And I'm looking forward to playing this year and learning a lot.
So I can tell you, Raymond, there's been one kind of guy, Scotty kind of took it and showed that he's not so shy. These other guys are shy, but on the field, they're not shy. Scott, can you?
I hope so.
Yeah. Scott, can you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too shy on the field.
No, Scotty. And I give you a little background. I know Scott, I know his family from way back, but Scott is kind of an athlete, and he gets it pretty naturally. It's in his genes somewhere. I don't know, some DNA there, some there with you on that. So we know your dad was a pretty dang good athlete, but now Scott is now carrying the genes, so it's something to pass on. But this dude is a hustler. He's a fighter. My gosh, I've seen him do some pretty incredible things. So Raymond, you got your plate a little bit full with this crew right here. I know Abraham's got some good skills, and they say Joe has some good skills. If we can get him on the field, he was injured. So anyhow, I'm going to go back to Joe. Joe, what do you want to learn from Raymond? What is there something special that you'd like to learn? You're up next, Scotty.
Well, my main goal will be just to kind of get comfortable again playing, because it's been a really long time. But yeah, kind of just to find my feet again and just pick up from where I was, because I'm sure once I start again I won't be the same as before, but hopefully to just clean some things up that aren't going to be as nice as before.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good start. Raymond, for your sake, Joe's he's been injured, and he gets released in about a week, so he can actually be back and full go. So Raymond, give Joe some tips about getting restarted again. He's been out of the game for a bit.
Important thing is, Joe, what is your injury?
I tore my left ACL.
His knee.
Okay, that's the part I didn't understand. Your left DCL?
Yeah, ACL. It's a knee injury that no one wants. So.
Okay. Well, it's very important to not do too much, but you can do enough to improve your skills. You don't want to do too much, because that will overkill your knee. And well, I will help you with it. There are enough practice to strengthen your knee. Without the football game, you can strengthen it up with some cycling. Cycling will help you with your upper leg, and that will. I have to reframe it in Dutch. I know in English it's difficult. It will strengthen your upper leg, so your knee won't be balanced. too much. So, and I am going to help you with that. And there are enough practice things with balls and positions and running to do. So, but don't do too much. And there is enough time for you to play. Because
So-
how old are you?
16. I'm going to be a junior this upcoming season.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a lot of time to play. A lot.
So Scott, I can tell you this, just to give you a little hint, Scott is a DoorDash guy. You might be able to hire Joe and have him run to the houses with food. That could be, he could be like your assistant. That could be good, right?
Yeah.
You have to work that out. Yeah, maybe you have to make a business deal after we're done here, Steve or Scotty. All right, Scott, you're up. What do you want to learn from Raymond?
Well, I'm really looking forward to learning some better positioning at center back because I basically am really new. I switched to it last season for high school. Coach saw it as a pretty good opportunity for me, and I'm still getting used to when to step to the ball, when to cover, all that type of stuff. Kai did a pretty good job at mentoring me last season, getting through the season, but I'm looking forward to taking it to the next level and performing under high pressure situations.
Yeah, I can tell you this, Raymond, before you butt in there, Scotty is, man, he's a worker. If something's in front of him, he won't let them get by. He's a little bit like a stopper. So he needs to use his hands sometimes, you know, to hit him maybe. But anyhow, Raymond, give him some tips.
Well, the important thing is he learned from someone else. He learned from Kai in the game to be to overview his position. I can help him with that because I played in my youth. I played center back as well, and went on to play midfield and striker. So I have a knowledge of every part of the game. And in the one-on-one situation, it's important that you kill Peyton. Peyton is a striker, so you have to kill the striker. And it's not really kill, but you have to be you have to look further than when the ball arrives at the striker. So you have to be ahead of him, and that's learnable. That is seeing what is happening before it happens.
And Scotty, we do want you to kill Peyton. The guy on the other team.
Well, he won't smile anymore.
Peyton, I know you're listening, so we're not trying to kill you, but the other guy on the other side.
No.
Keep that up.
Because Peyton is gonna kill you, Scott.
That's not happening with Scotty. That's for sure. I can promise you that. Abraham, you are up. What do you want to learn from Raymond?
I just want to learn how can you improve your skills on the field,
What skill would you like to narrow down, Abraham?
The center midi I usually play.
Okay.
The perfect I don't to pass around to the outsides and how to improve that part easier. And going up and going back, all that.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable on the pitch.
Yeah. What?
He wants to be comfortable on the field. Yes. So what is the skill that you want to learn? Is there one specific one with feet or with dribbling, or what do you think you'd like to learn most? Scotty, you got to question up.
Okay.
I'll be passing.
Passing?
Yeah.
To be a better passer, I guess. We'll go with that, Raymond. Give him some tips.
Yeah, as anyone, keep your head up, look around yourself in the field, where is your position, and try to pass the ball to the one you want to pass it to. That's easy, but it's be comfortable in what you do. If you're not comfortable, you won't achieve. So try to be comfortable and believe in yourself, what you are doing.
So I'm going to do a little bit in reverse here. Joe, what is your strength? What do you think your strength is?
I think my best trait would be I'm good at like my vision and just like understanding of what's happening. I feel like I've as a player, I feel like I'm better mentally than like physically, and kind of just like knowing the right time to do the right thing.
So good anticipation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you saw every game, but didn't play. You helped your coach. Yeah, okay. Well, important thing is what I do with my injured players. They are part of the team. Every training next to the game, I let them talk about what happened in the game. So they are a part of the team, and they see what is going wrong, but most important, what is going good. So I let them tell what to do or what they should do. So it's really important when you are not playing that you are one of the team and tell about what you saw.
Yeah, I had a lot of opportunities to do things similar to that, and it wasn't very often that it was like in front of everyone, but just like individually, I would like talk to people a lot, or like some of the assistant coaches would like ask me about things I see, and like just make sure, like, just see my perspective on things. And I think it benefited like us as a whole and me individually a lot.
And that is a good starting point for you, because you know what is going good and what is going wrong, and you can with your own game you can help yourself and the team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very good starting point for you.
Yeah. Scott, you're up.
All right, so I think my best strength is probably my work ethic and my first touch. Anyone on the field, I don't think will outwork me. I'll work the hardest. I'll play the most physical, and thankfully, I've developed my first touch pretty well in my career playing soccer. So that's helped me out a lot in some sticky situations. And I'm continuing to work on that, obviously.
Raymond, I'll interject something here. This dude, he hustles. This boy works hard. So when you get someone to work hard, boy, that's the beginning of, I hate to say this, Scotty, I'll blow your head up a little bit, but it's the beginning of being great. And when you got that kind of work ethic, the sky is the limit. So you're going to be working with, this dude is an elite athlete. So
most of the teams are existing of 8 to 9 really hustlers and 2 or 3 very good players. So the 2 or 3 very good players will win the game for you, but that's not true, because the 8 or 9 hustlers are supporting those 3 or 2.
Hey, we're going to come back to that, the hustling part, Scott. You had me think of something here, but let's get to Abraham real quick. Abraham, what do you bring to the game? What is your best asset?
My best asset would be like when one of my teams pass the ball, I can like get past the player and then get a good assist. And
So you got speed. You got some speed, right?
Yeah.
Can you outrun anyone?
I mean, like I
most?
can. Most times, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Raymond said last week when they talked about speed, it's not how fast you run necessarily. It's what you do with the ball with your speed. So being fast is surely a good ingredient. But Raymond, speak to that a little bit more with Abraham in front of us.
Yeah, I think the most important part for Abraham is that that his team knows his skills, because he is very. I think he's a shy individual by himself. What I look at now,
yep.
And he knows what he can do, and that's important. If he does that, speeding off with the ball and assisting the other players in front of him, then. Then it will be one of the main players of the team.
Yeah.
But it starts with himself. And Abraham, are you there? I can't see you. I only see Joe and Steve. Believe in yourself. I think you are a little bit shy and you don't, how do I tell it? You don't know how good you are. I think that is the part of Abraham.
Well, the one thing about Abraham is he's a good looking dude. So it starts right there. You got to look good, Abraham, and he does do that. So
I think he is the man of town. I think
look at
we
the
around
smile
him.
on that dude. I mean, that's he's got that going on. So, hey, Scotty brought up a little bit ago about hustle. And obviously, Scotty sets a really, really, really good example of hustle and work ethic. And that's something that's got to be spread around the entire team. Because if you got that kind of effort from everyone on the team, if you lose 0-1, it's still a good game. And sometimes it didn't happen last year because everyone wasn't all in. And that's where I think, Scott, you know the few guys that I think are the hustlers. You know them, I know them. But the rest of the team has got to know that too. And I think one job for Scott and a couple of the other guys is they've got to be sure that their work ethic equals, like in this case, Scott's work ethic. How do we get that across to the rest of the team?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let them see examples how to do things as a team. That's the most important job. You are not by yourself. You can't win games by yourself. So you need everyone. And not everyone is every game good. But if there are 2 or 3 players not that good, they have to hustle. And if they hustle, well, then you can win the game as a team. And if they don't hustle, they have to go off. Next 3 on.
Scott, on your case, I can tell you from watching you, maybe you were mentored a little bit last year. This is your year to mentor. You've got to be the guy. I mean, people look up to you. Obviously, you're a really, really good athlete. So when they start looking up to you, then you've got to give them nicely, professionally, hey, you got to give me more or whatever, because you're all in this together. And if that pushes on through other athletes on your team, there's a couple on there, you know them, that don't give it all the time. That's where you make them accountable. Your leadership is going to be important to this. So, and Joe, you coming back as well, your leadership and what you saw in the past, you're going to have to work hard, by the way. You don't know that, but the work that you have to do between now and the season begins is incredible for you to get back to form for, starting the very first game. So know that your effort's going to be, it's going to pay dividends if you work hard. So anyhow, what are you going to do? What do you think, Scott, this year? I'm going to start with you. What are you going to do? What are you going to bring to the party this year to your team? What is the main key that you're going to bring to the party?
I'm going to be a great leader. I hope to be. And I'm going to be a very good communicator. I'm going to stay calm in situations where we need it the most. And I'm going to just play simple, do what I can do, control what I can control.
Raymond, speak to that.
Well, that's a good starting point. But also stay positive, because you can be a leader. I've got leaders in my team, but they weren't positive, and that doesn't help. You have to be a leader and also be positive. And of course, you can sometimes tell the hard way, but most of the time you have to stay positive and keep them going. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think, Scott, you have good leadership in your house, and I think your dad's a pretty good positive leader. That's something you got to bring on too. And honestly, I don't see you deferring from that at all. You've got really, really good work ethic and just your obviously communication, it's a skill that you've got to build up on. And now you're old enough. Maybe as a young dude last year, maybe you didn't think you were old enough, but however, that was wrong. But now you are old enough, so you can bring that to the party. So, hey, Joe, same question. What are you going to bring to the party this year that maybe you didn't have 2 years ago since you didn't play last year?
Well, something a lot of it was, I didn't realize it in the moment, but looking back, I spent a lot of time where I could be like using my thoughts to be like productive. I would either keep them to myself because I didn't want to like come off as like mean or anything, just like others, or I didn't want to like come off as if like I felt I like knew more, or but I'm hoping I can use some of the things I observe while both watching and playing to like help everyone else, like constructive criticism, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, and seeing things like that I do wrong instead of just getting upset with myself, to use it to become better, because I think I struggle with that.
So Abraham, I'm going to move down to you.
Can I tell something to Joe?
Nah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead. I'm just kidding you. Go ahead.
Joe, football is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You are only playing 90 minutes a week and training about 3-4 hours a week as a team. So let it out. Talk about it all the time, not only during the game, the training, but also on school or anywhere else. So let it out. Yeah, let it out. You know what is happening, so don't keep it in your head. You have to let it out and tell everyone what you are seeing. If it's good or wrong, it doesn't matter. You have to let it out and tell about it, because other kids or the coaches can do something with that or not, but that's not them. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I think the reason I like had trouble with it, I kind of felt as though like who am I to say it if I'm not like the one out there playing? I've learned since then that that's not the right way to.
It's a team sport, Joe. Everyone is part of it, so everyone can talk about it. And if it's good or wrong, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Joe, you get a work ethic like Scott, and you're going to be on that field all the time. They're never taking you out. I can promise you that. Abraham, same with you. You have a work ethic like Scott, you're never coming out. So, Abraham, you're up. What are you going to bring to the team this year? I suppose you're thinking about making varsity, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try at least.
Yeah, you better try. What are you going to bring to the party? If you, I don't care whether JV or varsity. What are you going to do?
Probably like I'm just gonna like try to grow as much as I can, and then like I don't like they'll learn as a team, like they're feed off the energy and stuff, and we all get better together.
Yeah. So I'll tell you this, Abraham, I know you've not seen Scott play or actually Joe maybe either, but you keep that hustle up and you hustle at a high level, you're going to have big chances if you work hard. And I think that's where Scott, he started. Did you start your freshman year, Scott?
I dressed varsity my freshman year. I got in a few games for experience, but
you know why you got in games, right?
I got in games. Did you say why?
Yeah, you know why?
Oh, I got in, give me more experience to help the future classes.
You know, when you work hard in practice, you get rewarded generally. So I don't even know what your talent level was, but I can tell you got in games because you worked hard. So Abraham, a good piece of advice for you. You work hard, good things happen. You don't work hard, you're not going to be rewarded. So remember that. Raymond, speak to hustling and working hard. We're going to close it up here in a minute.
Yeah, what you talk about hustling and that all starts with hustling. And if you want to do it, you can achieve anything. And age doesn't matter, because if you are good, and you're going to play in the team. If you are better than anyone else above your team, you are going to play in a higher team, because you need that to improve yourself. So always try to improve yourself, and that's the start. If you want to do it yourself, you can achieve it. And well, I'm going to help you a little bit with it.
So really quick, Joe, who's your club team? Joe, who's your club? Oh no, you don't have a club team this year, do you?
Well, I play for Ohio Premier, but I'm not playing, obviously.
You're the cheerleader this year, right?
Yeah.
That's going to end quickly. Scott, where do you play?
Elite FC.
All right. Abraham, where are you playing?
I just finished playing for FC 42.
So how's that going for you? Was that a good season?
Yeah.
Did you love it?
Yeah, it was good.
Now it's the summertime with no soccer. That means you can grow during this time. So, hey, Raymond, before we are some days, 3 weeks away from you arriving here, what can these guys do to start getting in shape for what you've got going on?
Yeah, take a ball, get on the pitch, and play the game. That's the most important. If my kids are at home and they are 1 hour at home and then they go outside with their friends or alone, they take a ball and they practice. They love the game. So if you take 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls, take little markers, dribble around it, left foot, right foot, headers, everything. Play against the wall, rebound, do stuff like that. It will help you. Every minute of practice will help you.
I think, Scott, you know.
Otherwise, you have a problem when I'm there.
All right, we like that. Scott, you know where Kai lives, right?
Yeah, near his.
Yeah, you knock on his door and say, "Let's go."
Yeah, I see him out sometimes. I'm going to school in the morning and I see him taking the dog out. So.
Yeah. All right, we're going to end this thing. Thank you, Joe. Thanks, Abraham. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you.
We're going to close it out.
See you soon.
And we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.